Hi, I'm Rick Hanson, and I'd like to welcome you to the Mindful Living Week presented by the Awake Network in partnership with Shambhala Mountain Center. And today's challenge for mindfulness is to be mindful of feeling cared about. And the reason for that is that as we feel authentically cared about in any one of a variety of ways, that helps us calm down and settle and return home to ourselves, which is the base from which we can be steadily mindful. It sounds straightforward, doesn't it? And yet for many, many people, it's actually hard to be mindful of genuine opportunities to feel cared about, and then to sustain mindfulness of the experience of being cared about so that it can become increasingly hardwired, literally, into the fabric of their own nervous system, so that increasingly they feel cared about as a kind of resting state in themselves as they move forward through their day. So I want to suggest 5 specific ways to feel cared about and then do a little practice with you about them. The first general way to feel cared about is to be included. Part of a group, part of a team, maybe sharing common cause with others who have your values, your politics. You're included. There's a sense of belonging. A second opportunity to feel cared about, and I'm looking for any kind of low-hanging fruit here, is to feel seen. That someone is empathizing with you, or understanding you, or listening to you, or trying to understand you. It may not be perfect, but there is a genuine receiving of you. There's a genuine intention, at least, to be empathic with you. That's a second opportunity to feel cared about. A third opportunity is to be mindful of being appreciated, respected, chosen, wanted, valued. Maybe somebody is expressing gratitude to you. Right there, feeling appreciated is a third very legitimate opportunity to feel cared about. Fourth, being mindful of being liked. It's interesting that the word loving kindness has become more popular, and the root of that word in the Buddhist tradition in which it originated is friendliness. Simple as that, being friendly. So you have opportunities to experience each day that others have a warmth towards you or a good intentions towards you, maybe a jokiness, a friendliness. Maybe there's healthy affection coming your way, a real liking of you from one person or another, including, of course, our pets. So that's the fourth opportunity to be mindful of being cared about. And then the last one, of course, is to feel loved, to be cherished, to be important to another person, to feel that there's lovingness coming toward you. Any one of these 5 is an opportunity to experience being cared about. And then once you're experiencing being cared about in one way or another, there's a chance to receive this into yourself, like warm water, maybe longed for water, finally coming into a sponge or landing on parched soil. So let's do a little experiential practice here with these 5 different ways to feel cared about. And before we do it, though, I want to just mention it's natural as we do this to start thinking about not feeling so cared about. In other words, the brain is a vast associational network, and we're drawn to what else could be true. If that happens for you, it's perfectly normal. And then pay attention, bring attention back to what you want to rest your attention on, which in this guided meditation is the experience of being cared about. Okay, here we go. So bring to mind times in your life today or in your past in which you are included. There's an opportunity here for an experience of belonging. Are you part of a group, a family, a team at work? And be mindful of the transition from the idea of something to an experience of it. See if you can help yourself here, open to some experience of feeling included. Okay. Now we're going to be mindful of another way to feel cared about, which is to feel seen. So bring to mind times in your life today or in your past, or particular people that give you the sense of being tuned into, that someone is interested in you. They understand you, at least reasonably well. Maybe there was a special moment in your life when you felt deeply heard by someone. And as you help yourself become mindful of the facts of times in the present or the past in which you were really seen, try to be mindful of the process of helping the recognition of those facts become an experience, and also be mindful of the sense of that experience sinking into you. Okay. Now the third way to feel cared about begins with being mindful of times in your present or your past in which others appreciated you. They were respectful, they chose you, maybe they expressed gratitude to you. And as we go along here, I'll say less and less because you're more and more skillful inside your own mind. Help the recognition of times in which you've been appreciated, valued. Help that become a feeling of being valued, which spreads inside you. There might be a feeling of worth, or of being of value, or being worthy, related to feeling appreciated. Okay, and then the fourth way to feel cared about is to feel liked. So bring to mind times in your present or in your past in which others, in appropriate ways, were fond of you or friendly toward you. They liked you. What's it feel like to feel liked, befriended? And can you let that sink in and become a sense of actually being likable? There might be a feeling in you of, oh, you like me. Pets, by the way, especially dogs, are really great for this kind of thing. Oh, you like me. And then last opportunity to feel cared about, to feel loved. Even if the love is bittersweet, perhaps because the person who loved you is no longer here today, or maybe there were issues in the relationship, it's okay. See if you can pay attention to and sustain mindfulness to the fact of the love that has come to you. And then in the process of that, help yourself feel loved. All right. Any one of these 5 ways to feel cared about is really useful. It's food for the heart. The more of them, the better. And my suggestion in today's challenge is that as you move through your day, slow down and look for opportunities that are legitimate, they're factual, they're objectively based, opportunities to feel cared about. And when you come upon them, try to really help yourself pry open your heart, even if it's scary, to receive into yourself the beautiful, wholesome experience of being cared about. And that is a wonderful thing to be mindful of.